In this video, I'm going to go over the wonderful language of geometry. Your textbook objective, learning objective, is to understand the basic terms and postulate of geometry. Student recognize geometric notation. Student knows the difference between postulate, axiom, and theorem. Undefined terms have no definitions. We only have descriptions for them. Let's show you what they are. This is easy. Undefined term, 3 words: point, line, and plane. A point is a location in space, and we named it with capital letter A, and a point can be a very small, tiny point, or it can be a very big point. It has no size, no height, no weight. A line is represented by a straight path and it will extend in both directions. You will notice that we have an arrow on the top and bottom part right here. That means it keeps going forever. It never ends. You only see 2 points right here. However, if you are asked how many points are on a line, you will say infinite. There are infinite points on a line. And we just see 2 points, but that doesn't mean that we only have 2 points. We only need a minimum of 2 points to make a line. But how many points can a line be possible? Yes, it should be infinite, right? Now, the next one is plane, and a plane is represented by a flat surface that extends without ends, and it has no thickness. A plane can contain infinitely many points. Or plane P, which is the letter, which is not a point, just a letter in the corner. We can say plane P or plane ABC. We need a minimum of 3 letters to make a plane, and we named it that way. Now, notation is a formalized word in your textbook. That right here, these are the symbol. This is the symbol for line. It has a little dash on the top and it has an arrow. You can't see it, but this is an arrow at both ends to indicate the notation of a line. You have either a plane P, that's the notation to write this, or plane ABC, that's another way to write plane with 3 letters or just with 1 letter in the corner. And then for point A, this is the notations. Okay, so that's the notations. Your geometry textbook use that. We have finished undefined terms. We're going to use undefined terms to define terms. So defined terms are words that have definitions. Okay. The first word in defined terms, and remember from now on, all the terms are defined because we have definition for them. We don't describe them anymore like the first 3. A segment is part of a line that consists of 2 endpoints and all the points between them. So how many points can be possible on a segment? Infinite. However, we only have the endpoint right here. So here's the endpoint A, and that means it doesn't extend to the left. And here's the endpoint B, and it doesn't extend to the right. That's why we don't have the arrow. Okay, so the notation for it would be a little dash line on the top of the letter. You can name it AB or BA. Ideally, we want it in alphabetical order, but BA is also acceptable here. The next word, array, it is a part of a line that consists of 1 endpoint and all the points of the line on one side of the endpoint. And it extends in one direction. You can see that clearly with the diagram right here. So think of sun rays. A sun is the endpoint and the ray keep going on forever, right? If we don't have any roof. Now, the notation for a ray, we would have a little point at the end of this dash on top of the AB. Okay, so I draw it in so you can see that. Now, here's the notation for a ray. And finally, we have opposite rays. These are 2 rays that share the same endpoint from a line. Now you will notice that we always call the ray starting with the endpoint. Like this one, we cannot say ray BA. The correct way is AB. Unlike the segment over here where we can say AB or BA, it doesn't matter. Here it matters. You must name it starting with the endpoint. So here we have the opposite rays and that make a line. Opposite ray, we will start reading with the endpoint CA or CB. That's the ray that you see right here. There are two more words I want to go over, but I don't have the slide here for you. The first one is called collinear point. Now, co is the prefix for this one, and you will recall co mean the same. Okay, so linear, that's the word line. So that means the points that are on the same line. Collinear points. Go ahead and say it with me. Collinear points. Okay, very good. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our second word that I don't have the slide for. It's called coplanar. Can you say coplanar? Okay, now, again, the prefix co here mean the same, and then planar mean plane. The points that are on the same plane, just like the one that you see down here. These are points that are on the same plane. What if I have a point that is outside? Let's say I will go ahead and make up a point Z outside. Then we will call the point ZBA to be non-coplanar, which means that they're not on the same plane because of this guy. Okay, so if we have coplanar, which are ABC, then we also have non-coplanars with points ZAB when we include the point Z. Now, collinear means points that are on the same line. So AB are collinear, but let's say if I have a point E, okay, and I am calling this one point EAB. These are non-collinear. We just put the word non in front. That means that it's not on the same line due to this point E right here. So AB, collinear, EAB, non-collinear, not on the same line.
Euclid had many great ideas, but not all could be proven. A postulate is an idea, also called an axiom, that is taken to be true even without proof. Contrast a postulate with a theorem, which is shown to be true by using proofs.
In your textbook, you might see these words quite often: postulate, axiom, and theorems. So axiom or postulate, I'm going to write the word or, okay? These can be used very often because they are accepted to be true. These are facts. We don't have to prove them. And theorem is a statement that has been proved. This is online learning. I'm going to give you the option of the two note taking. So the first one with the slide, you can just write exactly how you see it and have that format. You may also use this in your composition notebook. You may use the language of geometry that you see right here. Take the papers or use your composition notebook here, starting with the maybe third page or so, because remember the first two pages you had the other assignment, the head draw assignment, and the other one. Since I'm not able to collect it and post it in class, you can have it in your notebook or binder. I would, just fold the papers in half and start writing in here. So this is how you can also write your notes. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.